All right, guys, welcome back once again in the tow pig with the whole crew. Once again, you can't see it, but there's a trailer back there. It's because we've always got another project car to haul. So we're headed out right now to pick up a truck that we're going to turn into a burnout truck for this guy. Hopefully be ready for the end of September at the ice cream cruise, but we'll see. We'll see.
Also, it's hot today. As you can see, I'm leaking everywhere, especially under my boobs.
Just did a water pump at about 7 minutes on an LS, which is just another point for LS's.
Yeah, we don't play.
Heaven's hand got really dirty on that job. She helped a lot. So if you saw the video from Monday, and you saw that we got the Blazer running, and y'all really came through on that, blew that video up. It's still Monday right now, but our channel is already almost, it's not super far from being double in size already. So thank y'all very much for that. I hope you really enjoy the things that you're seeing here. Hope you stick around and watch more than just the Blazer build, but this is also going to be a Blazer video. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Hopefully by the end of this video, we're driving that thing. You have to watch to the end and see. Dang! That's what I'm talking about. Look at that bad boy. Oh, Fender's seen better days. Fender has seen better days, but that's all right. For the price we paid, can't beat it. Oh, hey, doggo. How do you always make dog friends everywhere we go, bro? Don't bite me, please. Oh, heaven, there's a big old snake skin in here. Yeah. Big old one. Looking for the hood pop. Phew. We got our work cut out for us cleaning this thing. No wonder he left the door open. It doesn't close. Urgent. It's not working. We're not going to open the hood right now. But yeah, that's a pretty good snake skin right there. Hey, there might not be mice in this thing. Look underneath the steering wheel.
Oh,
She already said Lester will be happy about that. You better hope there's nothing in here that looks like a snake, because it's getting thrown at you.
Just don't throw a snake at me.
Ew.
Ew.
Pair of boots. And a mirror. Before we take this, let's just sit here and reflect. Overall, not bad though, especially for the money.
Yeah, for the free.
We got this bad boy for the free.
$350.
So check this out, dude. It's crank windows, but only on this side. That's like an external motor that somebody put on there for power windows. I wonder where the button is. You should make that work.
We should make that work for sure.
We should definitely make that work.
Yeah, I'm thinking we ought to just weld the door shut on this.
Good. Take the windows out of it and weld her shut. Leave the windows and weld her shut so we can never get in it.
Exactly.
Thought about that after I said it.
Take the back window out.
Yeah. Oh, put it on a hinge. All right, Heaven, you're driving.
No thanks.
You're driving.
No thanks. Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm good.
The trailer box was locked, and we don't have a key for it, so we're just gonna load this thing backwards and hope for the best. Boy, not having that box locked sure threw a wrench into our plan. It's hard being that funny. Cows. It's cow farm. The problem with loading this backwards is if the door doesn't shut. We're up against it.
What are you doing?
He's not gonna trust you now.
He'll always trust me.
You want to know what the problem is?
Oh, just yeah, we can. Does that make you happy? Well, we just had fiascos left and right out here. Haven't unclipped the ramp on the trailer. He'll always trust me.
You want to know what the problem is?
And didn't re-hook it, so it fell off. Luckily, Eagle Eye here saw it. Unluckily, the F-250 that was driving across didn't see it. However, the ramp is good. The truck didn't stop. We got the keys. Now we're on our way to retrieve the goods. We're on our way to retrieve the mediocres.
The mediocres, yeah.
Hey, make sure you
barely-
keep the ramp put up, Evan.
Barely mediocre.
Let's give them something to talk about. Check this out.
That door open over there?
We just got this truck, pretty much a rust bucket. Kind of a pile, one of the doors won't close. Take a wild guess what Lester wants to do to it. Oh, hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The moment you've all been waiting for. The Casey's custom 69 Blazer. Got a lot of stuff playing today. We got some parts. We got to do the shifter. We're gonna do the belt and accessory drive setup, Serpentine belt setup. And then, yeah, see where we go from there. We might try to mount the radiator. I know this is what you're actually here for. The Toyota stuff was just kind of a little bonus for you. And that's a little more fun because we're kind of moving around and kind of acting a little goofy. That's a little bit more serious, doing some work. But yeah, that's where we're at. What is regular shipping?
Oh, that's awesome.
What is express shipping? Express shipping. So this should be a seat. Casey had a seat he wanted to send so we could get it mocked up in the truck, make sure it's going to work before he orders the other one. We came up with some measurements, and this is kind of what we ended up with. Well, I didn't know we were fancy.
I figured it'd be like a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
A real nice 5-gallon bucket.
The B's for baller. I don't know if y'all know this or not. He's kind of a baller. Anyways, that's the seat we're gonna go with, I guess. All right, so if you look at this stuff, none of these pulleys really line up perfect. They would work. You know, we could maybe get them line up good enough to work, but rather than doing that, we've got a Serpentine belt set up. You can't really tell much about it other than it's dirty. Here, we're gonna go pressure wash this bad boy and then get it thrown on. This is kind of a cool setup off an OBS. Came off a small block. It's a little bit better for maintenance and better tensioner setup and all that jazz. So we're gonna give them an upgrade while we got her out. Hey Lester, you done yet? Are you done?
Just about.
How about now?
2 more.
You done?
2 more.
What you doing?
I'm not tightening these bolts. I'm gonna loosen them this time.
Second time's the charm. Heaven, what are you working on over there?
I don't know. Taking off something.
It's a radiator line. Girly?
What?
Transmission line. Like it.
I was like,
yeah, I'm trying to show her what it is, and I said it wrong.
I was like,
It's a transmission line, baby. The trans cooler is inside the radiator, so it runs that to keep the transmission fluid cool. But technically, it's a radiator line.
I mean, it's in the radiator.
All right, so if you've worked on very many small blocks at all, then you know there's 1,000 different brackets. There's 1,000 different ways that these accessories can go, 1,000 different setups. So we weren't really sure if this was going to work, but if you look, it worked out perfect. You can see everything lines up great here. And then it worked great. So we haven't spun it over. I don't want to spin it or anything while we got the transmission lines on the hook. Looks to me like it's going to work great. We're just going to get the fan put back on here, and we're probably going to mount the radiator first because I don't want the radiator to be flopping into the fan. What do you think?
Yep, love it. Looks good.
All right, so we had to change the neck. Now we got to go figure out the radiator hose, and we're going to go look for one for an OBS and see if maybe we got lucky. We'll see. All right, so as you can see, this bracket is in the way. We don't need it. And we're about to cut that sucker out of the way. I don't know exactly how we're going to cut it. Probably just cut from here, kind of up and over, or maybe over this way a little and then just straight up so that we can keep that bend in it, keep it nice and strong. If you don't have a plasma cutter, go get one. That one was less than 200 bucks and it works awesome. That's like, how big is that? 316? All right, radiator hose is on. We don't have any clamps. Top radiator hose is on. Don't have any clamps. This is Lester's design he came up with. Repurposing Jeep parts to build a radiator mount. Works great. And doesn't hit. You can even close a rag in here if you want. That's how good it fits. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's the next day. I got my hot legs showing, and we're working on the shifter. So I'd never done one of these styles, so we're gonna learn this together. All right. And it shows that this thing bolts right here and goes up, and then bolts to that thing, and then bolts to this thing, and then you're done. We'll show you. Look at that bad boy there. Definitely got to do something about this shift knob though. We're gonna figure that one out. But other than that, pretty slick little setup. I've never done one of these before, so it's pretty nice. Heaven put it on so I could watch and see.
Yeah, I did.
She got it sorted out for me, so there you go. All right, so we're about to start on some of the more fun stuff. We're gonna build a section of floor out here. We gotta leave it open in the middle so that we can do the drive shaft in there once we get it. But what we're doing is we're gonna build this rocker panel with some thick stuff in here and tie all this together so that when this sets down, it doesn't flex or bow. It'll add a little more strength, and then we're gonna build our floor supports over and down and to those. So, little trick, you can take your piece of cardboard, put over it, whack on the edges with a hammer, rub a hammer along, whatever you need to do, and then bam, you got a nice little stencil. So now we'll cut this out, we'll transfer it onto the metal, we'll cut that out with the plasma, and then we'll clean this up, tack weld it in, get started on the front piece. Once you get your stencil cut out in the size you want it, then you test fit. I would say it's going to work just dandy. And we transfer this onto the piece of metal, get ready to cut it out. We know this needs to be longer than our template here, so I'm just going to go ahead and run this cut all the way out the end. Like so. And then you lose your lid to your marker. And then you find your lid to your marker and you have a moment of euphoria. Plasma cutter. We only treat our tools super good here. We don't ever pick them up by the cord or move them around by the cord, anything like that. Heaven.
That was not me.
My gosh. Little lady. Whew. I know good and well they just saw that camera shake. How scared you were. I wonder where my gloves are.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh, yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo! My favorite tool in the shop is my plasma cutter. All right. Second favorite tool in the shop, air compressor. Together, these two, man, they're awesome. Oh, hold on, I better turn this off. I'm not welding. Man, I really started messing that cut up. That'll bring us to our third favorite tool in the shop. Listen, we've all got our vices. They laugh. People watching laugh. Got a hater in the shop today. You'll know who it is because he looks like he's 900 years old. And anyways, that goes there, like so. And then we'll run some welds here, and we'll run some welds here, and here, and around. And then we'll finish this side off. And then that'll give us something structurally sound to mount the floor to, and to mount the body to the frame with, instead of just rockers. All right, then you end up with this. Don't worry about that little gap because she'll weld. So that's basically what we're doing. We're gonna weld this all the way out. It's just tacked in right now. And then that'll give us something that's a little bit more structural that we can come over, support the floor on, give this thing some stability, and then we can start building the floor out and getting the seats mounted. For now, we're just gonna come over with the floor to here, maybe just to here, until we get the drive shaft and stuff situated. It's a lot easier to work on that from up here. And then we'll go from there. All right, so here's what we're dealing with as far as body drop. And what that means is they essentially cut the floor out of the vehicle and they drop it lower on the frame so that the bottom of the frame is higher or flush with the bottom of the body. So that it's really common on airbag cars. Is that way when they lay their car down, it looks like the car is sitting on the ground. You don't have that gap from the frame sticking lower, right? So this is like that. So when you do that, you got to figure out a way to build the floor to make it where you can still sit and it's not all chopped up. And this is what we came with. We're gonna come straight across, level with the floor, and then right here, about 2 inches from the door, we're gonna curl it around and close in the floor like that. That way you have the main part of your floor is all one height, perfect height to mount the seat, and sit and do all your floor and have everything perfect and vibing, but you can still have that body drop and it doesn't waste any space. That way, when your door's closed, you know, you get it, you get it. You've only got a small gap here rather than having, you know, a gap from here over. You've only got a small gap. All right, so not a huge update, but we got the drop down and box out for the door done. That's how that'll stay. And we got a little bit of structure put in it. This here will have to be redone because it's sagging in the middle. We've got this jacked up now to where the door will close. It was not allowing the door to close. This was kind of folding in on itself here. So we got that jacked up. So now we got to redo this front piece here, build up this, I don't know what you call it, kick panel, but a little bit lower than the actual kick panel also. And then build a new frame mount off of the frame to the body of the car. You can see we got half of that support for the rocker on that side. That's gonna be a lot of structure there. And then we gotta do the same thing up here on the front. Finish closing that in. And then also build the same thing we're gonna build here, over there. We got the radiator hoses in. We got the serpentine belt set up on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see here, we're working on rebuilding this pillar that's here because that's letting this door sag pretty bad, and that's why these doors wouldn't open and close. So that's what we're working on there. We're about to get that plated up. However, we just got the call, drive shaft done, so we're gonna go get that, and then maybe get that in and see if we can get this thing to go forward or backwards. And we also got some big news and get some big parts today. It's gonna look good. It's out a little further than I would have liked, but it's also higher than ride height. It won't ever be this high. So once we drop it down a little bit, that'll go in. And I'll be honest, it looks like we're going to be able to just keep this the way it is. We're going to have to probably maybe move that. Yeah, we'll probably have to cut out a section of this so that doesn't hit. But it looks pretty good. All right, y'all. Told y'all we had some more big stuff that we wanted to show you on the Blazer. Bow! It's those puppies. Look at those bad boys. Those are 20-inch by 8-inch Detroit steel smooth steelies with baby moon hubcaps. Super duper sick. And really just completes the look on the Blazer. Man, that's sick. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this week's video. If you liked it, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing, and follow along for more updates.